Good morning, YouTube. Wish I had a shotgun because we are tonight's entertainment. That was a Dark Knight reference if you caught it before I even said it just now. You know, when Joker walks in and then he just shoots his shotgun in the air, and then, yeah, that's the same scene where he is just like, very poor choice of words. And then he drops Rachel down the building. Anyways, I am going to forget what I'm supposed to be putting on these pancakes. Welcome to a full day of eating. And we're going to put this honey roasted, did you see that? Honey roasted creamy from good old Walmart. Got to finish this up. Oh, I should probably zero it out and do it from the jar, because that's what you should be doing. It will make it a lot more easier to transfer the numbers to your whatever you want to top it on. So always zero out your scale and make sure your jar is on here, and then you just put it on the grams and you're set to go. So I'm doing about 24 25. Okay, perfect. SpongeBob reference, if you caught that one too. We reference every show, every pop culture, just because your boy is a child, a man child. We're not that immature though, socially. Anyways, and then we're going to be putting, wow, I cannot speak English this morning, organic strawberry spread from Costco, because we're Costco babies now, which means we're making money. I'm just kidding. We're thriving over here. We're adults. Yeah, we're spending money is what Paige said. So honestly, Costco is the place to be if you're a bodybuilder, just because your boy has been eating a ton. Like, I went through my 2 bags of breads relatively quick, same as the mixed veggies that we got too. I would have probably like 4 servings a day, and that thing feeds a whole family. So I guess this physique is a whole family. So, and we're not even that big either. I can't imagine how the big open bodybuilders, like the size of Derek Lunsford and Ronnie Coleman, like their cart must be filled when they check out. And I'm barely a 165 pounder over here, and those guys are like 200 plus. I don't know how they do it. That's yummy. We need to count every calorie. So, oh, got too much peanut butter on my lips. Cool. And then we put 3 grams of honey, just because I'm trying to have it add up perfectly, because our carbs is 365, fat is at 70, and protein is at 185. So what we're having here today is protein pancakes. It's what is it? 1 scoop of this HTLT subs. Use code Josh if you want to. It's free cereal. Best flavor for sure. Actually, like, no lie, no cap, best one. And then peanut butter, I already told you that. And then 2 servings of the strawberry, and then 95 grams of flour. You just put 95 grams of flour, the protein powder with baking soda and a little bit of salt, mix it up until it becomes like a protein mix. So don't get your Kodiak pancakes. It's just a waste of money. Just make it yourself. You'll feel a lot better too. You'll be like, wow, this tastes so much more authentic than a brand that is already making it for you. No, just make it. Even though I don't make it, my wife makes it. Like, then have someone else make it for you. Anyways, and then you throw it on a pan in medium heat, and then voila, you get 2 decently big pancakes. And honestly, I was eating this yesterday, got me pretty full. So the more full, the better. But I digress, because I do want to talk about something, and it's going to be really quick, just because it has to do with my goals and everything. But before that, I'm going to show you a good old taste test, and we need to take a picture for the gram. Not for the gram. This is not for the gram. A picture for YouTube. Will this be the cover photo? Who knows? We'll just put this in frame. Actually, that won't be in frame. And then with a spoon. that looks good, right? Ah. Terrific. I just quoted the Adam Sandler Productions. You know, when you watch an Adam Sandler movie and then it's that old guy where he's golfing, and then there's like a crack right here, and he's like, terrific. Um, anyways, quick recap of what's going through my mind lately. So I came back from doing cardio. I did 45 minutes on Stairmaster and 30 minutes on the incline walk at a speed of 3 with the incline of 10. It's not in my plan that my coach has set for me, but something happened yesterday that really kind of just I have been struggling mentally. And for me to get back on track, to be back on the way of the warrior, the way of prep, the mindset that I had, the go getter, and just like being aligned with myself spiritually and just following like a moral code, I needed to do cardio like how I did in my final week of peak week to reset me and to kind of just embrace the suck of how it felt and to put me back in that mindset of like how I was just like on point, perfect, let's go get it, let's kill it with the entrepreneurship, with the posing, with the athlete mindset, the coaching, all the above. Because lately I've just been so caught up in my mind with food that I've lost myself a little and have forgotten like what I live day by day for. Yesterday, I went to a fitness expo and I ran into a friend who is an IFBB pro. And it was, when I saw her, she's getting ready for a show later this year. And like, she looked jacked, guys. Like, she looked like, I was like, dude, she's gonna like do some damage. And it was so inspiring just to like feed off of her energy to the point where I was just like, I need to get my act together and really dial in on this level that I would love to achieve someday. Because personally, with the perfect macro tracking, with the training, like I've been killing it for 3 years. And for the last year, content wise, we've been killing it as well and just been showing off the uncommon side of posing and all that stuff. And when I see her and other individuals that I've met, I see them as like a Super Saiyan 2. So it was just like, wow, like I would love to achieve that level. Like I feel like I'm meant to do so. And so I was just thinking about that the last 24 hours. And for me to kind of bring back my senses of being there again, I had to do the cardio this today just to kind of reset myself, and it felt really good. It felt really good, and just to go on a random rant, when I was doing cardio, it made me think about Son Goku from Dragon Ball, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about Goku too much, just because I mean he is pretty much set up to be like the perfect like warrior when it comes to Z fighters, and everybody just loves Vegeta. But I was thinking about it. I think Goku might be my favorite character, just because I feel like I aligned and relate to him the most in the sense of I've been watching Dragon Ball recently, and he is very innocent and very just like simple minded. And I feel like that is very much like me, because in the very early episodes, the first 2 episodes, he just doesn't know anything about the world. When he meets Bulma, Bulma introduces him to a car. He thought the car was a monster. He sees TV for the first time. He's seen a light bulb for the first time. And being an introverted kid and not able to go and explore the world and just go wherever my mom took me, I just felt like my world was very limited. So by the time I left the house and lived in Colorado, even being married and even going out to college, there were things that I would have conversations with where like I feel like my social cues were a little off, where I didn't know specific things about the world, and people will kind of be like questioning me like, do you not know anything? And I feel like Goku, where I'm just like, no, I don't. But yeah, I feel like I had a very um a what was it, what do they call it, like I'm old minded page. It's I've been told that I'm an old soul just because, I grew up around a lot of older people. So in a sense, I had my Grandpa Gohan. And so the way I would think was more based off of like an old person's mindset and just things like of those sorts. So I feel like I had like wise decisions, but yet lacked modern information in my life. But it also set me up to just kind of be more present as an individual. So when I did come out into the world and learn about these things, I feel like I was more ready and humbled to hear it. But it was a little hard for me just because people would give me some crap. Like I remember I was on a drive and this guy was like questioning me, like, what do you know about this country? What do you know about this state? Like even like the United States of America, I don't know where all of them are geography, whatever, geographically. And he looked at me. I remember this guy who's just like, wow, you know nothing. Like I blame your school system. And literally, like I feel like, again, was just like Goku, very simple minded. And I feel like my focus was not on all the facts I should know about the world, but was more focused on like, I want to achieve something great someday. And it had to do something with art. My thing in life is I want to be a master of an art form. And behold, God has guided me for it to be posing and in bodybuilding. And for Goku, his is the martial arts for to be the best fighter in the universe. And so that's where I feel like I really connect with Goku in a sense. And also just like my talents and gifts, I feel like I'm also meant to like I don't want to be in people's ways. Like I want to be a good person and I always strive to be a good person. I never want to hurt people either. And I feel like Goku is like the same way in a sense where like even like when he went against Frieza in Namek, like Frieza wanted to destroy like Frieza killed his whole race and he let Frieza go. He gave him a chance. And Goku does that multiple times with multiple enemies. And so I'm like the same way where I do give a lot of people I'm a very forgiving person. So it was just like that's where I feel like I'm aligned with that. And I'm also just obsessed with being better and reaching, I guess, perfection like how Goku does. But yeah, I could be kind of silly and just off course and just like simple minded like Goku. Like, you know how Goku could be kind of silly and dumb and just like, yeah, I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm just going to go do my passion thing, which is fighting and training. That's how I feel with the art side of things. So, yeah, Goku I think is my favorite character. For the longest it was Gohan, and then it shifted to Vegeta. But the more I've like lived my life, Goku is definitely the guy, and he's very inspiring too, just because he's so simple minded to the point that when things get tough, he kind of just brushes it off and just like, all right, I have faith and hope that things will be okay. And in a sense, I kind of do that too, where if Paige and I are struggling in some form or whatever, I just kind of just I have like this natural, I guess, gift or thought that like my faith or something that everything will be okay. We will be taken care of. And then that's when God comes in. I'm just like, yes, or King Kai in the Dragon Ball universe. So, um, yeah. So those are my thoughts on that. I don't. I'll see you in the next 3 meals and show you what we're going to be eating. And let's just do this taste test. It's I'm a sucker for PB and J, so we're trying to make it simple. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Super yummy. Super yummy. Love it.
Not the prettiest presentation, just because when I open up my sweet baby rays and it's like the very last bit of it, it just like gun dropped out. So it doesn't look the greatest. But what we have here is 100 grams of dry rice. Well, we cooked it, so that's how the rice looks. And then we got 61 grams of frozen veggies. And then we got 4 eggs. And on the eggs, I put this sweet peeper honey chicken, just because honestly I'm not a huge fan of eggs, and so for it to taste like more like chicken, we just gotta make it taste like chicken, obviously. And then on the rice too, what I did was I put a special seasoning on it, and on top of that I also put this on it as well. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. You guys are really diving into my kitchen or my fridge. The liquid aminos. We're one handing it right now. So this looks like a scene out of a bad POV film, but I used, let's see, 20 grams of this, which is a lifesaver just because it added a gram of protein and I wanted to hit my 185 grams of protein. So this is essential when you want to hit everything on point. My hand is legit burning. Oh my gosh, this is really burning my hand. We're gonna put this underneath. Oh, and my phone's gonna fall. Jeez, we are a mess right now. We are really just using our skill set right now. So let's see. Ooh, oh, 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 mm, yummy, yummy, yummy. This is dangerous. The things I gotta do to display my taste test, and also I just didn't feel like taking out my tripod. I want to eat this already, and if you could hear the background, we're watching The Force Awakens, so I just want to get to that already. So I'll see you at the next meal, and we'll probably end it there just because my next two meals are going to be pretty much the same. Try to make it as simple as possible. And yeah, nothing else happening today for today's schedule. We are going to church. It's Sunday. And then I do have a posing session that I need to get done as well at, I believe, 4 p.m. for one of my classic guys. So that's going to be fun. So stay tuned on the next meal.
Welcome back to the kitchen, the bizarre kitchen of Josh. So we are going to be having the organic cream almond butter from good old Kirkland. That is some good, pure, creamy, natural almond butter, man. This is the type of stuff where you had to like mix it a lot for it to get semi-thick. I remember the first time I ever had natural peanut butter, I was freaking out as a kid. I was just like, oh my gosh, the peanut butter is melted. Or I was just like, why is it like watery slash nutty and just like three layers to it? Like I was so confused at first. And I gotta say, even though I mix this a ton, it doesn't get as thick, which is okay. It's okay. I kind of like the the feel of it, especially with this dish I'm gonna have right now. And oh yeah, by the way, we just came back from church, so this is a fit. So just a white shirt, one of these hats to make me feel like I'm back from the what 70s, 60s. Always like to shoot for that vibe. I was born in the wrong generation. I'm just kidding. You see, that's why we married my wife. My wife, when I married her, when I met her for the first time, she's bald now, but she had like that curly, like classic, like Peggy from Captain America. Yes, that was her hair. It was just like very like, man, she looks classy. Not, I'm not saying she doesn't look classy anymore. She's just going for a different. She looks more punk rock, which I'm for too. Because I mean, if you guys are new here, I am a metalhead. Definitely into all the punk, metal, rockabillies, all those girls. So yeah, that's my wife now. Well, now I feel like when I look at her, the way she dresses too, she looks more like a what's that look? It gives me Blade Runner vibes, a very futuristic slash preppy slash I don't know. She or her style is her own thing, so it's the page style. So, anyways, we're gonna be doing 25 grams of this. Oh my gosh, this is so difficult to. And guess what's in here, guys? It's rice, chicken, and that's it. And yeah, we're legit drizzling peanut butter all over it, almond butter. And I am so excited. Don't sleep on peanut butter, chicken, and rice. It's actually really good, very delicious. And to top it off, you're gonna think this is kind of disgusting. You're gonna be like, Josh, you're a freaking monster. We're gonna put chocolate syrup on it as well because your boy, I don't know what it is, man. I think after prep, when I had a chocolate chip cookie for the first time, I forgot how chocolate chips tasted like, and it was just absolutely amazing. Even though leading up to show day, this is open. Use code Josh, HTLT subs. That was not planned at all. It really wasn't. It really wasn't. Then we're gonna do 9 grams of this bad boy. So let's go for it. Nine. Have you guys seen that movie? The movie Nine with by Tim Burton with the little like ragdoll thingies. That movie was actually pretty legit. It was also sad too because it was like apocalyptic. Anyways, I'm talking too much. So check this out. This looks crazy, doesn't it? Man, chocolate, freaking chocolate, chocolate. Okay, we need to take a picture with a different hat because you guys are probably not going to be able to recognize me because I'm always wearing the Tua hat, take uncommon action. So let me go put that on. And we're back. Yeah, so man, I look like a freaking golfer now with this hat. Here, let me just as higher. Higher. Get high. We don't get high. I've never been high in my life. Only when I had to get my molars, take my wisdom teeth. So that's it. Your boy's a drug virgin. Here you go. Oh, look at that bicep. Chicken, chocolates, and peanut butter, almond butter, and rice. You're a freaking weirdo. And my next meal is going to be the same thing, but it's not going to be with the chocolate. So, but let me show you a taste test of this. Oh, I'm excited. I haven't had it with the chocolate, so at least the peanut butter and chocolate combo. I should have had this as my last meal because it tastes like a dessert. Dang, this is good. Man. It's like, think about chicken and waffles. If you had chicken and waffles, you would put syrup on it, right? Sometimes you might even want to put ketchup. So it kind of gives that feel. And then the rice almost gives like a cream of rice type of feel too. But the almond butter is just like, you're just smacked in the face by 3 different things and you're just like, don't know what to do with yourself. You're just like, this is just delicious. Anyways, end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, excuse me. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all those good things from me and Paige. Thank you. And go destroy your goals. Love ya. Bye.